This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV for Monday, July 15th, 2024. I'm Derek Gilbert. Item number 5 today is Donald Trump. You know by now, of course, that an attempt was made on the former president's life at a rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania, Saturday afternoon. A gunman who attempted to assassinate the former president, identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. This was according to the New York Post. Crooks, seen here in his high school yearbook photo, just graduated from Bethel Park High School 2 years ago. He's from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, about 40 minutes away from the rally site. According to state voter records, Crooks was a registered Republican. As of this recording, it is not clear why he was compelled to try to kill Donald Trump. One other person in the crowd killed, the former fire chief for Buffalo Township, Corey Comparator. He was described as trying to shield his family, his wife and daughter, when he was killed. He was covering them with his own body, and one of the shots was fatal, struck Comparator, and he is now being hailed as a hero. 2 other people wounded in the shooting. Trump posted to Truth Social on Sunday, "Thank you to everyone for your thoughts and prayers yesterday, as it was God alone who prevented the unthinkable from happening." As you can see in this photo taken by a photographer, Matthew Hill, for the New York Times, that red circle there captured the bullet that grazed Trump's ear. This was part of a series of shots that Hill had taken. You can find them online, a sequence showing Trump grabbing his ear, and then this shot just a split second later with the bullet whizzing past. It is unbelievable what happened, and that leads to item number 4, how exactly, by the way, this photo taken by an Associated Press photographer, destined to become one of those iconic photos that sort of defines an era. This will be in books of iconic newsmaking photos for generations to come, as Donald Trump standing up immediately after being shot, and once the Secret Service determined that the threat had been neutralized, standing up, raising his fist, and mouthing the words, "Fight, fight, fight." Item number 4, the questions now: how in the world did this happen? How did Crooks get so close with a rifle? According to the map you see here, and using measurement tools available from Google Maps, it appears that Crooks was only about 134 meters, 137 meters from President Trump, 134 meters from the Secret Service snipers who took him out, but that's about 400 feet. Witnesses told reporters later that they saw him on the roof of that building. Again, this was outside the security zone around the rally, but close enough that you would think that security would try to prevent anyone from getting up on the roof. And witnesses said they tried to get the attention of Secret Service and police for several minutes before the shooting started. This, of course, raising some questions. We'll get to that in just a moment. But Sean Davis of The Federalist, he's the founder, chief editor of The Federalist, an online news analysis and opinion site, said that sources that are close to the Trump security detail tell Davis that they've been trying for several weeks now to get the Secret Service to beef up its detail around Donald Trump, but that the Department of Homeland Security has so far refused their requests for additional personnel. Just as the DHS has refused to detail any Secret Service protection for Robert F. Kennedy, who is also running for president, although you wouldn't know it from the news coverage. Item number 3 today, how they talk. You have to wonder if the temperature of the political rhetoric in the United States has anything to do with what happened on Saturday. What you're seeing on the screen behind me is the cover of the June edition of the New Republic, which is a left-wing magazine here in the United States. They took the inspiration for the cover from a magazine cover from the 1930s in Germany, featuring Adolf Hitler. The title of the theme of the magazine, American Fascism, what it would look like. This is a drum that the left has been beating since 2016, not just the left, but the Never Trump wing of the Republicans, arguing that Donald Trump is literally Hitler and that those who support him are Nazis, while making excuses for the fiery but mostly peaceful protesters burning down American cities in 2020, causing more property damage than any other series of riots or protests in American history. That's all fine because that was done in the name of diversity, equity, and inclusivity, whereas President Trump, well, he's just a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, and a misogynist, and anyone who supports him is a Nazi who deserves to be punched. That's what we've been hearing for the last 8 years. Now, did Thomas Crooks take that message to heart and think that he was literally doing the country a favor by trying to eliminate Hitler? We may never know, but it certainly didn't help. And sadly, there is a not insubstantial group on social media who since Saturday evening have been lamenting the fact that Crooks missed by just a couple of inches. Seriously. This is the America we live in today, and it is growing more and more difficult to see how left and right can ever coexist inside the same union. Certainly not for very much longer if things continue this way. And that has led to topic number 2 today, which is conspiracies. It took literally minutes for conspiracy theories to make their way onto social media. From the left, it's a false flag. It wasn't a real gun. It didn't sound like a real gun to me. Sounded like a BB gun. This coming from people who've never fired a weapon in their entire lives, of course, or who were unaware that perhaps a gun 400 feet away is not going to sound the same on a microphone as one right next to the microphone. In other words, it doesn't sound the way it sounds on CSI or whatever their favorite cop show is, and so it must not be real. Tell that to the family of Mr. Comparator, who's now deceased, and the family of young Mr. Crooks, who now must grieve and wonder why he went the way he did. From the right, it's the deep state. That's the conspiracy theory there, that it was somehow done with the complicity of the security detail or others connected somehow to the power brokers inside Washington, D.C. At this point, there is no evidence of that. I try hard on this program not to bring any speculation to you without labeling it as such. If and until there is any evidence, then I will present it. But at this point, we can speculate, but to actually state as a matter of fact that this somehow was an inside job, it's much too early and there is nothing on which to base it. Yes, there are questions, and one thing we've learned over the last, since John F. Kennedy 60 years ago is that the official story is almost always wrong. But with the fact that there are video cameras everywhere these days, which was not the case in 1962, it's very difficult to get away with something like this, especially in a public venue like that. Now, for some Christians, we've actually seen this already. It is proof that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, the man of sin, because he suffered a head wound. I would just encourage you to read Revelations chapter 13 carefully. The phrase is mortal wound, and it's repeated by John the Revelator 3 times. Why? To emphasize the point. The Antichrist will suffer a mortal, a fatal head wound. The word in Greek is thanaton, based on Thanatos, the god of death, the rider on the pale horse in Revelation 6. This is not that. There is no evidence at this point to say that President Trump, former President Trump, is in fact the son of perdition, the man of sin, the man of lawlessness. Let's just calm down, read the scriptures, and not try to read into the scriptures. Coming up, we'll change the subject. I'll bet you didn't know that geology, yes, geology is racist. Why not? Everything else is. That's next on 5 and 10.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure you know how you can get your copy of this incredible book, Overcoming Cancer, From Despair and Desperation to Hope, Life, and a Newfound Mission, in the Lynette Hill special offer. This amazing opportunity includes the brand new book by Lynette Hill, Overcoming Cancer, From Despair and Desperation to Hope, Life, and a Newfound Mission, that details her harrowing journey from a prognosis of death to her own awe-inspiring restoration after discovering God's path for true healing, maximizing immunity, and supporting recovery. But that's not all. This unbelievable collection also includes my book, Unlocking Eden, with companion DVD that reveals the true underlying root cause behind why millions of Americans are suffering a health crisis epidemic right now completely unnecessarily. From the importance of detoxification, unburdening metabolic pathways, and maximizing methylation, the Unlocking Eden book and companion DVD collection is filled with groundbreaking information that can help you revolutionize your health and your life. Sold separately, these items hold a retail value of over $65. Yours now for your donation of only $35, which includes free shipping to all U.S. orders. So act quickly. You can scan the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity right now, but it's available only while supplies last, so don't delay. You can visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the Lynette Hill special offer.
Item number one today, yes, what would we do without institutions of higher learning? We would never know that geology was racist otherwise. Catherine Yusof, a professor at Queen Mary University in London, has published a new book called Geologic Life, subtitled Inhuman Intimacies and the Geophysics of Race. That is epic word salad right there. It's published by Duke University Press. It focuses on, and I quote, historical, geophilosophical, and black feminist methods to speak to issues of environmental change, end quote. I should point out that Ms. Yusof is in fact Caucasian. That may be irrelevant. Anyway, in her introduction, she claims that her book aims to, quote, understand geology in its broadest sense as a tool of raciality that has historically shaped the grounds of struggle and continues to shape material relations of racism into the future, end quote. Look, if you can't trust the rocks in front of your eyes anymore, then what can you trust? I'm going to have to give credit to notthebee.com for the following joke, but I think what we can conclude from all of this is that geologists have their faults. Classic dad joke. I crack me up. See what I did there? Well, this week on Skywatch TV, we continue our series with Lynette Hill, who continued to trust in the Lord even after she was given a diagnosis that most of us would send most of us into a tailspin, emotional and spiritual tailspin, cancer. And she got this back in 2020 when family members were not allowed to visit anyone in the hospital. A difficult time indeed, but the Lord pulled her through spiritually and physically. Her book, Overcoming Cancer, is the subject of this week's program. Joe Artis Horn anchoring the panel. You can watch the program right now at our website, skywatchtv.com. All of our video content is always at the website. You can also catch it right now over the air on one of our partner Christian networks. Our broadcast schedule posted at skywatchtv.com/channels. If you've got a set-top box, namely Roku or Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick is coming. You can watch it right there, Roku or Apple TV, over the internet. YouTube.com/at Skywatch Television, also rumble.com/Skywatch TV, or better yet, download our free mobile app, and that guarantees we never get canceled. The content is hosted by the Christian company that's developed the app. They have no interest, no desire, no benefit in canceling us. So this guarantees that if the free sandbox, if we get kicked out of the free sandbox, then we will still be there on our app. And if you've got a relatively recent smart TV, you can cast the video from your mobile device to your TV using Google's Chromecast or Apple's AirPlay. The app is available for iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire phones and tablets, and we have links to those app stores at our website, skywatchtv.com/app. You can follow us on social media. We're on X, formerly Twitter, at 5_in_10, or on YouTube at 5in10. And thank you for watching. As we keep watch, I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.
Hi friends, Pastor Mike Spaulding here to announce the Go Therefore 2024 conference. We will gather Friday and Saturday, July the 26th and 27th, at Harvest Revival Center in Brookville, Ohio. This year, we welcome the following scholars, Bible teachers, and researchers: Derek and Sharon Gilbert, Joe Horn, L.A. Marzulli, Dr. Judd Burton, Pastor Paul Begley, Pastor Carl Gallops, Dr. Greg Reed, Tom Dunn, and Dr. Sherry Tenpenny will be doing a book signing for her new book, Walking with God. Live stream is available. Ministry tables are available for like-minded ministries. Hotel and other information is on the conference website, www.gothereforeconference.com. Gothereforeconference.com. Looking forward to seeing you.